This is Micah with the Vision Experience. And in this video, we're going to talk about some of the new features with our HD Silver Bright movie screen, how you connect it into your frame, and some of the other setup accessories that come with the screen. Now, these silver screens are 2.8 gain for an amazing brightness. If you look at, we got just a neutral white screen behind us, and you can just see the difference in the brightness just sitting here, you know, just under normal lighting conditions. But they also just include, and just the image is just spectacular, and it's the best image you can get on a portable screen. Not only is it 2.8 gain, these are polarized surfaces, which means you can do passive 3D on these screens if you want to get into that down the road, which is a really great thing. The other thing about these screens is you can just fold them up. Like you can see, we've got another one here ready to go. You can just fold these up, put them in the bag, and out they go, and they set up just that quick and easily, which has really not been an option for the silver screens until very recently, is why we're really excited to be offering this now. Now, when you put this into your frame, this is a material that will stretch out a little bit over time. So we want to make sure that we cut the screen smaller than your frame, and then that way you can always pull tight into the frame. Now, for this particular screen, because it's a very large screen, this is cut about a foot smaller all the way around the perimeter. And so what you'll do is, just with all of the grommets, this is designed to line up to one of our inflatables, so you can just use zip ties or bungees, and what you're going to do is connect those to the D-rings on the frame, and you're all set to go. Now, if you were to use zip ties, here's one thing that we include. You could just daisy chain a few zip ties and then put one of our snap hooks at the end of it. And if you do this, like I say, at 1 foot all the way around the screen, then when you click these, set this up into your frame, all you have to do is quickly connect this to your D-ring, unhook it, and it's that fast to set it up and take it down. Now, the other thing you need to be aware of is this is a premium screen, so it's going to take a little bit more time to set up. So once you have this all set up into your frame, then you might need to do fine-tune adjustments to tighten it. So what you might want to do, for instance, is just take one of these zip ties and just tighten it up like 1/2 inch. You might do that all the way around the perimeter, and then kind of throw your screen back up and then look at it. And you might need to do these little fine-tune adjustments until you get it just perfect, and do the best you can to get all, you know, most of those wrinkles out. And then, you know, over time, if it stretches out a little bit, you can just make these little adjustments, and then that will solve it. So anyways, we include some zip ties and these snap hooks if you want to use that. Some people prefer to use bungees, but whatever you want to use, that's the way to do it. And whether you're using, I mean, we make these for all of our inflatables, our trusses. If you've got your own inflatable or your own type of frame or do-it-yourself project, we will custom fit this to fit your frame, and just based on the size of your frame, we'll determine, you know, how much smaller we want it. A few inches up to a foot or so smaller than the frame, so it will always stretch tight into your frame. Now, these can be, as I meant, you know, these can be from 6 feet to over 65 feet, and they are they have a seam that's a heat welded seam every 12 feet. Now, when I say heat welded, you can barely see it. Here's one right here you can take a look at. Now, it's not an issue, and I don't think you'll ever even have to think about it or worry about it. But if that was something that you thought was something visually you wish you could hide, we do include a thin strip of the silver screen material, and we include the special glue that comes with it. And then if you want it, if you thought that was an issue, you could just literally glue that. And look, when I put the strip over the seam, you glue that on there, it's virtually invisible. Now it's completely gone. So that is an option that you have available to you if the seam was an issue. To this point, we haven't seen it as an issue in any of our uses up to this point. Now, what happens, because if this is a portable screen, if you take it out and it gets a little hole or something in it, how do you repair it? Because these are very premium screens. Well, we also include some extra material. And so if you had a little gash or a little hole or something, all you do is use this special glue that we include. Just cut out a little piece to cover that up, and you won't even see the patch once it's on there. But you could also just patch it from one side, and then the other side would be the side that you would show to the audience, and then of course you're not going to see the patch at all in that situation. So it just gives you a solution for that if it ever happens. It's a very strong material and a very durable material, so it's a very exciting screen, and we're very happy to offer it now at thevisionexperience.com.